Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of Blitz Quick Tutorials. My name is Sola. Some of you guys may know me as Blitzen if you follow my gloving. So today's tutorial is going to be a little different. Instead of me teaching you guys a move, I'm going to be teaching you guys 3 ways to break through that creative block that you may be having. And you can apply this to gloving, acting, music, whatever creative thing, or writing, anything like that, that you may feel like you get stuck on and, you're just trying to get that extra motivation to just get through it and continue in the creative process. So let's jump into it. So just before we start, I want to let you guys know that these are 3 steps that work for me. Doesn't necessarily mean it's the truth. Maybe it might not work for you. Maybe it will. I'm hoping to maybe just continually inspire you guys and maybe help some of you guys that are stuck in a rut. So the first thing that I always do and things that work for me is when I get stuck in the creative process is I change locations. So maybe if you're used to just either, whether it's gloving, dancing, writing, again, acting, whatever it is, if you're always doing that in one space, whether it's like in a studio or in your bedroom or at the park, I don't know, wherever it is that you guys go and do whatever it is that you do, maybe you need to switch locations. Sometimes being in a new space and being in a different energy and surrounded by different people and things will inspire you. Oh, bye. See ya. Maybe being in a different location and seeing all these different things around you will inspire you to create something new. It might be just as simple as just going into a different room or working even in a different time of day in that different space. Sometimes just being in that new environment can just give you that extra step of motivation that you need to get through that creative block. Number 2 for me is create work regularly. Now, a lot of people will probably argue against this, which I'm willing to go to bat for this reasoning. Creating work regularly really helps with allowing you to get on a schedule and knowing that your mind needs to be in that spot to create, especially if you want to create and you want to turn it into your job. If you want to make music for a living, you want to act for a living, even if you want to glove for a living, right? Whatever it is, whatever creative thing that it is that you want to do, you need to be able to put yourself in that space of being able to do it when the time comes down to it. So creating a regular time in your schedule where you're just saying, okay, I'm going to sit down and I'm going to work and I'm going to just work until I get something done, right? Will help you get into that place every time, right? Sometimes having just kind of working in the spur of the moment or only when you get inspired creates this little subconscious block in your brain of saying, of maybe that's keeping you from finishing that thing or completing that creative project or finishing that bar in the song or whatever it is, right? Because you have to be in the mood, right? If you want to do something for a living, especially in the creative sense, right, you have to be able to block out that time. For example, Stephen King, when he writes, he talks about one of the things that helped him write was he would sit down and he would in the morning and he would write X amount of words, for his book or script or whatever it is that he was writing, or maybe he was just writing something, right? And he would just sit there and write until he wrote X amount of words, whether it was 500, 1,000, I'm not sure. I don't remember off the top of my head what it was. I think it was like 1,000, but he would sit and he would just write 1,000 words. And some days that would take 2 hours. Other days he might be sitting at the desk the entire day, right? But just getting in the process of just getting things done and just finishing things, even if it's just a small task, especially for your creative projects or creative whatever it is, will put you in the mindset of getting it done. So now number 3 is going to seem kind of silly, or maybe kind of redundant in the way that I've simplified it, but number 3 is get inspired. So now if you're saying, well, Mary, that doesn't make any sense because I'm watching this video because I don't feel inspired, so how do I just get inspired? When I say get inspired, I mean go look to things outside of your creative world to inspire you, okay? So maybe if you're writing music, you're a vocalist or you're a producer, and you're stuck, you know, you just can't finish the song or whatever it is, maybe go sit and watch a movie. Maybe go read a book. Maybe, I don't know, go to a poetry session. I don't know what they're called, but one of those things. I don't know. You go listen to someone speak or something like that. You know, go investigate other creative mediums, and maybe that, whatever different creative medium it is, it might inspire you in a way to transform their performance or whatever they're telling you to create something, you know, amazing in whatever creative venture that you are. I get stuck trying to create like gloving moves or things like that. Or even when I'm writing, I'll go and I'll watch like dance videos, or I'll watch, a lot of the time I do find myself watching dance videos anyways, you know, and even though it's like full body movements that I'm watching, I'm getting inspired by the way that they're doing these full body movements, of how I can condense it down into basically my hands and fingers, right, when I'm doing gloving moves. Those are my 3 tips for how I break through creative blocks. How do you guys break through creative blocks? I want to know. Leave a comment and let me know what you guys do when you guys get stuck in that place of not being able to create. Okay, and if you like these videos and you like this video, go ahead and like, comment, subscribe, all that stuff. I would be so grateful. We just passed 5,000 subscribers. Here I go again, not being able to say subscribers. We just passed 5,000 subscribers, so thank you guys so much. One of my goals is to just continually grow this YouTube platform and channel and just make it into something just awesome and great that you guys can use as a tool, and maybe I can just continually inspire you guys. So yeah, on that note, I hope you guys have a fantastic day, and thanks again for watching. I will see you guys next week. Peace.